Good day everyone. This is the second testimony video we are doing here in South Africa, George. I hope everyone is well. We've got Justin here this morning with us, and Justin is just going to give us a little bit background of himself first, and then I'm going to ask him a few questions.
Yeah, good day. I actually started being involved with TAPS at the beginning of last year, and I found that the things and the dreams I had for Jesus and to serve Him started coming into place after I joined this group. I think it is because God has found people of common interest, and we can support each other and encourage each other and go out together and do all that Jesus has commanded us to do. And I think that is a principle that if you are part of a group and the group is collectively excited about serving Jesus, then God can move you ahead as a group far quicker.
Yes, yes. Justin, for how long have you been going out and pray for the sick people?
I got saved in 1982, and I've been praying for sick since then, but there wasn't much fruit. It was sporadic. So it was healings, and then nothing, and then healings and nothing. So I was always frustrated, and I wouldn't say I've arrived, but since I joined the group, I was encouraged by the ministry to go out consistently.
Yes.
And last year in September, I remember God saying to me the one day specifically, "Why do you only pray for 2 or 3 people and then stop?" So I said, well, it's probably because it's not consistent and I'm not seeing consistent fruit, so I get discouraged and I go home. So he said to me, "If I heal everyone and touch everyone that you pray for, will you carry on?" So I said, "Yes, I will." And he did that. I started praying for people, and every single one testified that God had done something.
Yes.
So that was very encouraging, and then I ended up spending a few hours praying and ending up at the George Hospital and praying for people in the chemist and then at the trauma. And I was astounded at God's faithfulness and what He had done. And so that was very encouraging. It seemed to lift the ceiling off me, and my faith level increased.
Yeah. Now, so you've been doing that for a few years?
Yes.
Okay. How often do you go out in a week? How many days would you say you go out and pray for the sick people?
I try and leave it very organic. I try and not have a certain schedule, but it seems to be working out that I get to the hospital at least twice a week for a few hours, and then also I go through to the Grootbrak clinic and also pray for the sick there, and then it's normally quite short, so I normally go into the streets and share the gospel and testify, and a few people have shown interest, and I'm hoping that there's going to be fruit.
Yeah, you also baptize people?
Yes.
Okay. Now, right, the clip we are going to show today, there's going to be 2 clips we are showing. Was the one that Justin, they found a lady outside the hospital, but I would like him to explain what happened, and then we're going to show you guys the clip.
Yes, it was very exciting. It was a lady called Nicoline. Apparently she's from the Grootbrak area. I'm hoping to actually meet up with her again. But what I've been doing is trying to disciple people. So I've been taking along a guy called Willem, and you'll probably see him on the Testimonies. And I've been trying to encourage him to pray and get him into a place where his faith level is high and he's properly kick-started. And yes, we saw this lady, and she came along on her crutches, and she was in great pain. She could hardly put her foot on the ground. They had just worked on her ankle, and she said that she was going to need to go and rest, and the doctors were going to see her again in 2 weeks. But as we started praying, her ankle, all the pain left, and you can see on her face how she's actually so astounded that this foot that was so sore is now just completely whole and pain-free. And you'll see in the video she starts actually getting quite bold and stamping her foot to test it, and she sense at the stage there's a bit of pain at the back, and Willem prayed again, and then even that went. And then eventually she was standing on the foot. And later I saw her climbing into the combi, and she didn't have crutches, and she was walking on her supposedly broken foot.
Yeah.
So that was very exciting.
Yeah. We are trying to get these testimonies from the people themselves so that you can see what happened. We went out yesterday as well into town, so it's the things are happening, but it's very difficult to get everything on camera because the people is so shy to testify. They just say, no, I can't do that. So there's a lot of stuff happening, and the videos we've got, we want to show it to you guys that you can see. And we're going to show you the one video Justin was talking about now. The lady just had an operation, and that must be very sore. And you will see that she stands on her feet, on that specific foot of hers. So, yeah, and you will see for yourself. This is happening all in George, and we want to do this more regular because the things is happening outside. And I also want to encourage people who know their Bible, is reading the Bible. We are looking for more people to go with us out in the street, do the things that Jesus said we must do. Yes, so we're gonna play the clip, and then also if you've got any questions afterwards, the information will be at the end of this video. Justin, then there's another clip. You also want to show the people outside, which is wonderful. Can you please tell us more?
Okay, it was about a lady who had arthritis, but she didn't explain to us everything. She just mentioned her hands. And then we started praying, and then she said her wrists are healed, but her fingers are still sore. So we prayed for her fingers, and then she says, okay, now her fingers are fine, and her legs are fine.
Okay.
And she said, in fact, my whole body was in pain. And as I sit here, I was suffering and in pain when you guys approached me. So gradually through this prayer session, we realized the extent of what God did in her body, that He'd actually touched her from head to toe. And all her pain had left, all her arthritis pain had left. And so it's amazing what Jesus did, even though we didn't know the extent of it, and she didn't tell us. So God knows everything.
He just healed her whole body.
Her whole body. And she, at the end, she testified that she's in total peace and pain-free. It was amazing.
That is what Jesus is doing.
Yes.
I also want to mention another thing. We're going to have another kickstart the 30th of March. We usually start at like 6 or 7 o'clock. You will also see the details at the end of this video clip. We start the 30th of March. It is the long weekend. It will be the 31st of March and then also the 1st of April. At this time and moment, we still are looking for a venue, and it's a bit difficult here in George to find a venue that covers 3 days, that we can use for 3 days. If somebody is watching and you've got a venue available for us on that weekend, will you please contact us? And we really would appreciate that. So thank you for watching. I will ask Justin if you've got some last encouraging words for you guys, and then we're going to close this video clip. Thank you.
Yeah, just to say that we are all called to do the work of Jesus. God sent Jesus, represented God, and Jesus went and healed the sick and raised the dead and cleansed the lepers and preached the good news. And just as Jesus was sent, Jesus has sent us to do the same thing, to take the same ministry, and it's for every believer. It is not for a called out few or those who feel they're gifted in any particular way. It is a general commission to all believers to go out and to do what Jesus did.
Yes, and it doesn't matter your age. You can be 14, you can be 84. Justin is a very good example. Yes, so it doesn't matter your age. If you feel Jesus is talking to you and you're reading your Bible and you really, God is telling you, please step out and do this for me. Please the kickstart is for you guys. You will see what's happening there. It's a kickstart. The word tells kickstart, and yes, and you won't be sorry, really.
You won't.
Thank you so much for watching and enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.
Jou naam is Angeline en jy het 'n seer voet as jy daar op trap en hy's gebreek, is dit?
Ja.
In die enkel. Jy gesig.
En ek moet donderdag moet ek weer wees oor 2 weke.
Okay, Willem, bid.
En die been wat ons so kla, my Vader, spreek volle genesing oor die been, my Vader. Dat die pyn af vandag sal los, my Vader, die pyn wat ons so kla, my Vader. Vir gesondheid, Vader, in Jesus naam. Dan groot die ons doen, my Vader. Baie dankie, Jesus. Hoe voel jy? Ja, nou. Trap af, voel die pyn.
Die pyn?
Ek was 'n klein bietjie agter maar my voete kon nie beweeg voor nie.
Ja, jy kon nie so beweeg nie.
Dis
So dis 'n klein bietjie agter.
as 'n man.
Nie meer beweeg dit toe wat op pyn.
En ek moes ras.
Nog of staan niks.
Sy is nog 'n klein bietjie.
Of is dit weg ook? Is die klein bietjie ook weg? So nou stamp jy op.
Sy doen som nou goed.
Nou toets jy hom eerlik.
Hy weet jy
Ah, sy nog 'n bietjie.
Klein bietjie. Okay, waar sy?
Die agter.
Agter. Okay, Willem, gaan weer.
Hemelse Vader, dankie vir die pyn wat al reeds gelos het, my Vader. Hierdie pyn wat oor is, ons
En nou?
Ek kan nou my jakskin vir jou.
Nou kan jy jou hakskin beweeg.
kan verhaal mense maar sit. Verhaal.
Ja, ons het dan vir haar ook gebid. Pyn is uit.
Glad het meer pyn loop.
So jy het glad nie meer pyn. Ja,
Nee.
een. Was drie plekke gebreek, né?
Ja.
Nou is alles uit.
Dit is belangrik. Want
Ja.
ek was onder andere, ek moes nou gaan leer dit by die huis.
Ja, maar nou staan jy sommer.
Nou staan ek en ek het getrap en ek het gestamp en ek het gemaak en doen wat ek nie kon gedoen het nie.
Ja, dat is
Dat
amazing.
is voordat jy been getoets het, dat jy weet.
En ek wil dankie sê vir julle.
Ja.
Vir die werk wat julle vir my doen en vir ons almal en vir wie dit ook al toelaat. Ek ben almal glo nie, almal wil ook nie glo nie. Hulle
Ja.
soms is mense negatief, soms is mense
Sy mense is ook vir gebed.
positief soos ek. Want ek maak kinders groot in my huis.
Ja. So jy
So ek wil
skerp.
dankie sê.
Dankie Here. En dit is nie ek, dit is nie ons nie, né? Dit is God in ons.
Dis God,
Die Heilige
ja.
Gees in ons. En as jy
En hy
glo,
werk deur u,
as
Here.
jy glo, dan kan jy dieselfde ding doen. Weet jy dit?
Exactly.
Ja.
Dankie dit wat ons
Awesome.
Dankie,
Dankie
Here.
Jesus. Okay, so jy sê jou naam is Florita en jou hande het artritis, né? Artritis pyn. Okay, en kan ons vir jou bid?
Ja.
Okay, Willem, kan jy
Hemelse Vader, die ongemaklikheid in die hande, my Vader. Ons spreek dit nou vry. Dat jy geen pyn in die hande meer sal wees, my Vader. Dat u ten volle sal genees, my Vader. Dankie my Here dat u deur ons werk, my Vader. Dankie ja, die ander mense kan sien wat u doen vir hulle, my Vader.
Ja,
En dat ons vir
amen.
hulle kan wys, my Vader, dat u lewe, my Heer. Dankie my Jesus. Dankie Heer. Dankie vir u liefde, my Vader, wat deur ons vloei, my Vader.
Ja, amen.
Dankie my Heer. Die geen pyn in die liggaam meer sal wees, my Vader.
Amen.
U weet al die kwale en die dinge wat in die liggaam is, my Vader. Spreek dit vry. Dankie Here. Dankie Jesus. Dankie Vader.
Kan jy sê vir ons nou of daar enige verskil is? Toets jou hande uit en check.
tipe van 'n verligting in my gewrigte.
Is dit? Is daar enige pyn daar?
Nie my gewrigte nou nie, maar is meestal die gedeelte
Okay.
van my.
Okay, so jou gewrigte is reg, maar is net jou vingers nou.
Ja, wat nou,
Okay, Willem, kan jy weer gaan met die vingers?
Ek spreek nou volle beweging
Ja.
oor hierdie vingers.
Ja.
Dat er geen pyn meer in hierdie vingers sal wees nie, my Vader.
Ja.
Soos U geskaap het, my Vader. Het geen pyn in nie, my Vader.
Ja.
Dankie, my Heer. Dankie wat U vir doen, my Vader.
Dis in die vingers.
Dankie, Heer. Volle genesing moet. Dankie, Heer.
Okay, sê vir ons nou, hoe gaan dit nou in die vingers?
Dit is nog 'n verligting.
Is dit sag verligting?
Ja.
En is daar enige pyn?
Nee, ek voel nogal, ek het nogal nou my bene pyn gehad, maar ek voel nogal, pyn is weg.
Pyn is weg, so jou hande en jou voete en jou bene, jy sê. Sê wat jy gesê van die bene, was daar pyn?
Ja, my hele liggaam is oortrek van die arteritis.
O, ja, okay.
En ek het nou heel tyd met pyn in my bene gesit, maar nou voel ek die pyn is.
Nou is dat niks nie pyn soos in die liggaam nie.
Die pyn is uit jou hele liggaam uit.
Ja.
Dankie, Here.
Ek het hier gesit, ek het bene gehad, my seer gewees as ek sit en as ek opstaan, ek kan nie teen my voete gaan. Nou ek is so right, ek is happy nou kan ek nou, ek voel die pyn en is weg. Ek sê dankie Here, wat jy my gehelp het.
So jy het nou pyn gehad in jou rug, jy het pyn gehad in jou bene en hier by jou maag het jy pyn gehad, nê? Nee?
Ja,
En nadat ons gebid het, nou
Toe
waar
was
is die
dit-
pyn nou?
alles is weg.
Al die
Ek voel
pyne weg.
Ja.
Ja, dankie Jesus, né?